And now let's start the most important class of this course, the traffic light class. With this class, as its name suggests, you will implement a traffic light system with your Arduino board. And this section is a section where you will practice a lot. Your challenge is to write this class by yourself. With everything you've seen before in the course, you should be able to get started on your own. So you already have 3 classes, which are tested and ready to be used. Now the traffic light class will be on top of all those classes. It will only contain the logic to make a traffic light system work and then use the other classes to control the LEDs and the push button. Note that we are also going to add a new class for a potentiometer, and this class will be used in the traffic light class as well. And now the most important question to ask first, what do we want to achieve here? So here is the final result we want to reach at the end of this section. So when the program starts, it's going to have a first initial state, and this is the red LED powered on, okay? And now, well, if you press on the push button, so you have to press on the push button to trigger the sequence. It's going to go to yellow here, as you can see, for 3 seconds, and then go to green for 2 seconds and blink then for 3 seconds before going back to red. And then wait indefinitely until you press on the push button again. Yellow, green, blinking green, and red again. And now on top of that, so this is the main functionality. On top of that, you can modify the brightness of the LEDs with the potentiometer, as you can see, like this. Okay, so let's put a low brightness like this, and then you can continue to make the traffic light system work. Okay, you can modify the brightness, okay, and it's going to continue to work. And the best part, we will manage to do this with just 1 line of code in the void setup function and just 1 line of code in the void loop function. To get to this point, we are going to divide the work into multiple steps. Here I will show you the steps I'm going to take, so if you want you can follow them. However, note that there are many different possible steps and implementations. My solution is only one solution. You may come up with something completely different that also does the job, and in this case that's also fine. So I'm going to take those steps for the solution. First, create the traffic light class with the header and CPP file, and add all the hardware components we need as attributes, and also create the constructor. This step is mostly setup, but it is an important step which will serve as the foundation for the rest. In the second step, we are going to make the traffic light class initialize all the hardware components from one method and also create some useful methods to power on different LEDs. Then it's time to write the most important functionality of the class, which is the management of the traffic light system. For this, we will use a state machine. And actually I'm going to break this step into 2 steps. First, initialize the state machine, and then add some time functionalities to be able to wait before making the transition from one state to the next one. After that, our traffic light system will be functional, and we will add a new class to handle the potentiometer. Finally, we will add the potentiometer class inside the traffic light class and make a few modifications in the LED class so we can modify the brightness of the LEDs while managing the traffic light system. Alright, this is maybe a little bit more challenging than what we have previously done, but hey, that's the way to learn, right? If you manage to do this, you will really have made great progress with object-oriented programming and Arduino. For a little bit more help, you can also watch the very next video where I will show you what the main program looks like and what's inside the interface of the traffic light class. So this can help you get unstuck at the beginning while not getting the complete solution with the implementation. And then, well, I guess it is time to get started. Take some time to think and try to really make progress on your own, and then watch the solution videos. For some of the steps, I also provide the intermediate code to download, so if you are stuck at some point, you can always start again from an intermediate step.